Here we go. Fresh game, fresh start. We're black again. Okay. I haven't played Tesseract in a hot minute since our games, since our league games. So that's exciting. I might play you next. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I usually have to beg chat to get some participants involved, you know. So this is super exciting. Okay, we're taking it easy here with d4, d5. All right, we're gonna play c3, c6 as well. It's like the same game. Yeah. This is a classic. Now we do this. Now we do this. I wonder if Tesseract knows about the strats. I don't know if he watches my content. Okay, so we had the knight move here immediately. The knight move here, there's something to be said about this knight move, actually. It's not terrible. If he's got some cool tactic prepped, then I'm actually extremely excited about this. Yeah, the sack here right now really doesn't impress me. I think we're going to go with this kind of situation. Yeah. Okay, so the knight move happened here. So this and then the bishop here. How do we feel about that? Maybe we do one of these. Actually, okay, so takes bishop here and then we push e6. I mean, if takes with the pawn, that opens up f7, and that's probably just bad news for him. And he opens up the file here if he recaptures with the bishop. So I like this for black. I like this for us. If he wants to open up the file, that's cool with me. He doesn't. He opens up the diagonal. The mad lad. He has to close it up right here, otherwise we get a queen travel. Maybe it's not deadly. Where does it go back to? So it goes to here, and then to this board. Maybe we can't take advantage of it. That seems pretty insane. Okay, retakes with the pawn. Yeah, this is really surprising to me. Now if I do one of these, isn't this a problem for him? I can't imagine that this isn't a problem for him. My mind is blown. My mind is utterly born. Clearly my mind is so blown that I can't even form sentences. We're not gonna moon first, sink later. Let's see some of those emotes in chat. Fresh emotes for anyone who wasn't here earlier. We finally have custom emotes and sub badges. Really can't talk today. Boom. There they are. Aren't they glorious? We're gonna moon first this game, and then we're gonna sink later. That's what too much elo does to you? What elo? I lost all my elo. Oh, we're talking about Dream. I missed earlier. Okay. Dreamer said, gonna post a small leak. Hope Dreamer won't see this, but he's preparing a new PFP. Oh my god. Dreamer has gone insane. That's what too much elo does to you? Yeah. That's definitely what happened. So here, now we can time travel in a way that's really bad for him, right? So queen here then affords us a time travel to where? Here on this board. Well, I mean, yeah, we'd have to wait a little bit. Maybe actually pawn up might be the play. Probably not. No, I don't think we have to worry about this. Yeah, so maybe he's inviting this on purpose. Maybe it's just like next level moves. We've got c5 here, d4 here, e3 here, and f2 here. So how do we like this for ourselves? I mean, obviously we would like to travel somewhere nicer like this, where we have like this diagonal make. Here, yeah, right? Here, c5, d4, e3, f2. Can we win? Can we win if we put a queen here? Because we can put a queen here. Unclear. So I mean queen and then has to takes, and then we give a knight check, but we haven't pushed d6 yet, so imperfect. But then he can't goes back. right? So then if we do e3, then yeah, so takes goes here. We also have this knight that can, no, because it's too many turns into the past. Can we get like instant mate off of this? It's very unclear. Oh, you know what we can do? 2 timelines, 1 over. Oh, no, not quite. It doesn't really work. Yeah, this bishop is blocking our way. Maybe we wait. How does he block this, though, actually? How does he block this diagonal? Maybe we 2D sec. Maybe we 2D sec. It's possible that that's the play. Actually, I could see bishop here being a play as well. I mean, it opens up our own diagonal here, but he only gets to, he has to wait like 2 turns, and then he can only sack on this board, which doesn't look amazing for him because the queen's not open. So we can either put pressure on this knight and then do the queen travel. Because, I mean, if we take this knight immediately, if we put pressure on this knight and kick it in some way, then we can 2D sack the knight. I mean, the other thing is that this threatens 2D mate. So he has to respond to that part of it. There is a slight problem in that if we don't do this now, what he can do eventually is, yeah, I mean, he could like bishop here next turn, and that kind of spoils our fun. I mean, what we could do as well is pawn up, then oh no, you can't do pawn up, then queen, then travel, because then you'll run into this pawn in the past, so it doesn't quite work. Too many decisions, man. Too many decisions. This is so hard. Okay, so one thing that we can do is if we threaten... Okay, so if this happens, then we can take here, and he could queen here, I guess. Maybe. Like queen out here. How's this so unclear? I mean, this is 2D mate. I guess it also threatens taking b2. Maybe we should moon first and think later. Bro, I need to start keeping statistics about how many games start with an early f7 sack. Go for it. You're very welcome to do so, Dreamer. We need to remember to moon first and sync later. This threatens 2D mate. So he's got to respond. And then if this happens, then we have this sack, which puts him in check. So he has to recapture. And then we get a queen here. And what's nice about that is that we can move a turn into the past and take this pawn from there. Or there isn't a pawn there. Right? So it depends on what he does after that. Or no, there would be a pawn there? No, there wouldn't be. There would be a pawn here on that board. Am I right about that? Yeah, and then we could put a queen here. And then king has to takes, and then we can takes here with the queen, and then king has to takes again, and then bishop here's mate. I like that. So I think that we've got mate there. Okay, this is like one of the only things that he can do. Now, this doesn't threaten our queen, which we're very thankful about. What this does do is enable like a knight capture 2D sec here. We can also take here. Let's see where this queen goes now. So this queen goes here now. Yeah, it's not perfect. Mm, yeah, we still have many turns before we get to the situation where we have this f7 sec here. So yeah, this won't be blocked next turn, but it'll block us the turn after that, which isn't good. So this time travel is... I'm so confident that we had a way to actually punish this, but it seems like we might not. I mean, we can always take here, threatening mate the next turn. So something's got to be done. Maybe this bishop play happens. And that feels pretty good if that bishop play happens, no? If we take here, yeah, he has to prevent mate here. I think it'd be crazy not to do that. Here, and then queen happens here. And we've got like this situation where we're trained on to... I don't know, man. Seems pretty good to me. I mean, our queen is the only thing that's covering... No, because then we can take... It's not like he can threaten a skewer, because if he goes here, then he's not defending this. He is threatening our bishop. I mean, that's a threat that exists. Next turn, we will hit this square, and then this square, and then this square, and then sack here. The next turn, we will be blocked, so it doesn't work. I think we probably take this here. I think we probably don't think about it that much, right? Oh, he also can't go here with the queen because our bishop is staring right down there. What do we do after? I think we have some cool... Okay, we're just going to do this and calculate afterward. We're threatening mate right here, so he's got to do something about that. We also have checks that we can deliver that enable us to go back in time and recapture... Like a time travel onto this is also going to be dangerous. I mean, one turn into the past obviously is not okay, because then the pawn recaptures itself, but I mean, there's just a lot going on for us here, so I don't know. It seems crazy not to make this move. We had to give up sort of the free... Okay, so this rook move is something that that we maybe expected a bit. Now we have this move, which doesn't really work, mostly because this bishop is defending this rook. I don't think that pawn grabbing here is what we want to do. Doesn't feel right. Yeah, it just really doesn't feel great. I wonder if there's something to be said for... Do we want to get our bishop involved? How do we actually... He's going to take our bishop if we don't do something with it, so that is also a concern. How do we close this game out? How do we close this game out? Let's think really carefully about this. I am excited about this game because I think I'm going to learn a lot. You know, when we make it to the other side here. Because cracking open these types of positions, I think, is something that I struggle with some amount of regularity. The fact that this bishop defends this rook is really annoying. It's probably not worth wasting a time travel on, I don't know, like a move like this. Yeah, that's just crazy. Why would I do that? What do we do with this queen? Well, I mean, if we had the ability to kick this knight, then that, or this rook, then that would be excellent. I don't think we do, so that doesn't help like a ton. Maybe grabbing this pawn is the play. But then we lose the bishop. But how do we kick this damn rook? Do we have cool time travels here? I mean, okay, let's look at our boards and see where we can travel to. That's good. Actually, well, no, that doesn't really help. Well, I mean, traveling to this board here is pretty good, right? Because, yeah, traveling a queen to this spot on this board, that's pretty good. Because then we check this king. This knight has to take, but then we recapture with mate. But there's the bishop. But then there's this knight. Maybe it's not so good. We check here. This bishop comes in like this. So then if we take, then only move, because there's a queen here and here is queen takes, and then this is not enough because there's still a queen here. Doesn't quite get the job done. Are we going to flag trying to calculate how to win the game out of this position? That seems really absurd. That just seems really absurd. We don't want to lose this bishop. When in doubt, grab a pawn. It loses a bishop, so we don't want to do that. Where's this knight going? It's also like a non-negligible importance. It is of non-negligible importance that this bishop is defending this square, preventing this from happening if something were to happen to this. What if we prepare to kick the bishop? Or open the eyes of our own bishop? Probably that's the play, right? Probably we get our bishop into the mix and we defend this bishop at the same time. I mean, if takes here, I think that opening up the position for us, because if takes here, then we have queen back here, and then we can time travel to that spot in the past again, maybe. Let me do some calculations. If he opens this up and I go here, then I would go there on that board, here on this board. It would have to be 2 turns later. Oh, this knight's been here for too long for that to matter, right? Because if we go, if it opens up in time for us to go here on this board, then we'd go here on this board, and then here on this board. Yeah, okay, we would win. If he opens this up now, then we would win if we could get the travel, right? Because nothing here. Oh, no, sorry. It would go to here on this board, and we would still win. But that would be fine. Yeah, because this square would be open here, like where it opens up if this capture happens immediately. And so we would go d4, e3, f2. Oops. Oh, we should look at the blackboard. Sorry. d4, e3, f2 on this board, and we win. Okay. Let's try and count one last time and do it right, because we understand how the game of 5D chess works. On this square, this is not open. So d4 is open here. So we go to d4 on this board, E3 on this board, F2 on this board, and his mate. Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So he can't capture here. He just can't do it. I mean, if we could get to this on any of these boards, because F2 is not defended like anywhere, even with all of these shenanigans occurring. So he can't take here. And placing additional pressure, or even here is really good. Like bishop here, I think is a good move. Then if he brings bishop back here, it opens up a bishop travel here. Like this might not be the fastest way to. Okay, so he kicks the knight. Okay, that's reasonable. He kicks the knight. So what do we do? What if we threaten nastiness? What if we go here and then he captures and then we capture? He can't captures and then mate, so he has to block here. And that can happen with either this or this. So what if here, here, here? Also, if this happens, he can't takes because it's mate. So if we go here, then this happens. Then moon first, sink later. We'll figure it out. If takes here, then takes here causes problems for him. And if this happens, then I don't know. We either run it in, or we just probably take this knight. We get our knight back, basically. We fork, you know, like sort of mate and this knight in some sense. Yeah, seems tricky. Seems tricky. Okay. Chat. Peasant cement, sink later, sophisticated cement, calculate afterwards. Oh, that's great. Looks like a fun game. It is a fun game. Moon first is right. I got to do the calculations. When we got juicy, like, potential mate on board, we have to calculate. Moon, please. When Romad didn't moon first in our last league game, even I was like, moon. That was rough. Watching Romad have a great position, but then be paralyzed. Wow, this happened. I didn't anticipate this happening. Wait, can we... What does this mean for us? If we do this, then he can't queen captures. And if we do this, and because the queen is pinned, and if we do this and then rook captures here, then isn't this mate? Because it would be, this would be empty. Yeah. Let's fucking ship it, dude. I don't give a fuck. He can queen captures here. But I've just sort of accepted that about us. If queen captures here, then I think we can deliver. Yeah. I think that we can deliver a check here and then take the queen here on this board. 2 turns in the past, which I think is pretty cute. It's maybe not game winning, but I think it's cute. Yeah, it's not quite game winning actually. Do we do it anyway? Do we say fuck it? Or we could just take this queen and then and we don't have many pieces to work with, so I don't really like that. Do we run this in here like a fucking madman? Do we check here? And then maybe like bishop takes or something. Well, I mean, okay, something has to take. if we do this, and then this queen goes to here. Oh, actually, we have... Well, no, okay, that's not good either. Is queen to here winning? Hey, Right and Wrong is following. How's it going, man? Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. I don't know if this works, but I kind of want to go for it because it just looks so fun. So queen takes here, and then takes, and then queen takes here, and then we're just gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Hi, who are you playing against? Tesseract. We're playing against Tesseract right now. That last calculation was nice and with the right decision. Woo! Alpine Master is here. Hello, Alpine Master. I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. Welcome. Hope you enjoy the stream. He stares exactly at one point. Please enjoy your POV like you're in some shooter game. Enlarge your POV. Bruh. Nice. Is it a rated game? It definitely is. I don't know if it works the way that I think it does. But I want to do this. I really want to do this. The problem is that there's a queen here, obviously. You know, so that's not great. The other thing that we could do is take I mean, if we take here, we also threaten mate like on this board here, right? So checking here is nice because, okay, if we take here and this, then this is mate. Am I wrong about that? I think I'm right about that. We're just going to go with it. We're just going to go with that instead of the crazy plan that I came up with earlier that doesn't work because the queen from this timeline can just recapture. We're just going to do that. Yeah, bishop here I think wins the game, right? Because what was nice about this, I expected him to recapture with the bishop, right? He recaptured with the pawn because it opened up the side of the board that he didn't really care about, and he would just rather recapture with the pawn. So I guess that works. Now we win. If he had recaptured with the bishop here, it wouldn't have mattered, right? I think we would have won anyway. Well, GG. This wasn't the cleanest game in terms of my thought process. I think that the game that we got to, that we ended up with, was like an interesting, cool position. And I don't think that I think there were ideas here that I couldn't unearth in time confidently. I had a lot of overlapping. I have to do that thing that I did that one stream where I just like went super, I don't care about chat. I just need to think about the game and then play and then talk to chat, which I'm really bad at doing. But yeah, we got there. So who the fuck cares, right? We got there. Let's go. Dreamer's real excited. It worked the turn before too. I don't know why I thought about it the turn before, but I didn't want to do it. My brain was just like, I don't know. Why did I not want to do it the previous turn? Let's see. Wait, it worked this turn too? Wait, is that real? It worked this turn. Is this what they meant? Did it work this turn? Oh no, it did. No, wait, what? Hold on. Everybody chill out for a second. Here, if we check here, then takes happens, then takes happens, then mate happens. We don't even have to sack the queen in that line. Well, hey, we got there. You didn't want to do it because you were left with not too many pieces to work with? Yeah, you know, I take care of my, you gotta care for the little man, you know? Even if we win, the important thing is that we win together. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking by hesitating earlier. It just works. It's a cool pattern. It's a cool mating pattern. I'm glad that we got there. Taking one move ago also seems viable. Wait, not quite. Maybe Smet's plan worked too. Queen from the present could take it, but this was cleaner. Yeah, I tend to get like the super 5D tunnel vision, right? If there's like the flashy back in the past play, I just like having more than one queen on a board better than I like winning the game, clearly. We got there here. I'm glad I had the vision to, you know, do this and then like look at the board afterward. I don't think it mattered. You could have done it without Knight Check. I could have done it without Knight Check. You're right. Because it didn't matter. You're totally right. The Knight Check was unnecessary. Well, the Knight Check was necessary if I wanted to do the captures in the past play, but it wasn't necessary if I didn't. Yeah, take here takes mate, dude. Wow, I tunnel vision super hard. That's so funny. It's just so silly to see myself do. Look at this board, dude. Takes and then mate just works. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? No, it totally worked. I guess this is when you see mate in one, look for better. You know, that's another one of our mantras. I don't think I can fit it into an emote. But yeah. Queen blocks time check. Never mind. Dreamer is proud of you. Tell Dreamer I appreciate it. You didn't want to do it because yeah. Queen takes c3, queen takes c3, rook takes c3, bishop b1, mate. Yeah. Bishop can't block. Maybe I thought the bishop could block for a reason that made no sense at all. That was good. Let's all pretend Smet made the knight check for style. I'm down. Hey, we got a prediction started. That means that Tutor's in the chat. Hey Tutor. How's it going, man? Will Smet win the next game? All right. Put your channel points where your mouth is, everybody. Let's rep the win. Nicely done. Rep W at Tesseract. Thanks. Ooh, I have a program which generates 5D PGN files as you play games. Whoa, that's so handy. Yeah, it may have looked very nicely done on the board, but my thought process was embarrassingly, which I misspelled, clumsy. Does it work on other variants? Average sees an opportunity to transcribe all of his Brown games. Wow, this genuine happiness. I know. Well, I try to be happy when I lose too. I'm really happy if I play well.